I essentially started working with Karina. Wow. It was probably 2001 to the first years of 2000. Of all the things I continue to do with NNIC, the AYLP program was one that just launched the youth development and youth exchange and youth leadership. What it does is it just opens thinking and opens minds. I see that being a shift. It gives people a perspective that reinforces that what we're doing here is also what's important to others in other parts of the world in building community. From Karina and the NNIC, this is probably one of the most amazing honors that I could receive from someone I care deeply about, respect, and I know has rocked Northern Nevada and helped us think a little differently.
Usually, Karina would tease me because whenever she would send the email, I would reply back right away. And she would be like, I haven't even hit send and you're already like responding. There's just something that is exciting about, creating those relationships, and knowing that at some point you've created a friendship that is there to stay.
The hosts also are learning from them. There's a collaboration and a sharing of ideas.
When you host somebody, you start to understand better the nuances of relationships between different countries.
It gives a sense of personal fulfillment and also gives a sense of part of our community and making it bigger.
Early days, I remember appearing in front of one of the city councils and talking about a sister city relationship, and the response is, what could we possibly learn from people from other countries? That has changed vastly. Before there was the NNIC, there were a lot of different groups doing different things with international programs. I'd always been a person who hosted people that came with the International Visitors Program, which we still have. At one point, Mayor Griffin, who was very much into international things, and Mayor Speraza preceding him, both encouraged everybody to get together. And that is how the NNIC was formed. Other people will tell you about how the center began to develop other programs to meet other needs, with refugees, with resettlement, with the language bank, etc. And then came the Mandela Scholars. President Obama's one of his feature programs took 1,000 young emergent leaders from the African continent. Those cohorts got broken up into groups of 25 and sent to different universities. University of Nevada focused on business. So every year, 25 absolutely fabulous individuals come to Nevada. And that's been a focus for me, because then I would entertain them all at Pops on the River. People don't realize how much their life is impacted internationally. We have a one big world. It's controversial, it's difficult at times. People make decisions about what they will or will not do. It's best if they do it based on a lot more information than a lot of people have. And I'm going back to citizen diplomacy. If you have developed a relationship with somebody from a particular part of the world that you can ask questions of, or that you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with, you're going to be a better administrator. You're going to be a better policymaker.
I was the HR director for the RSCBA. It's a tourism agency. I didn't know Karina, but she called and they were bringing a Russian group of tourism officials, and they were looking to see if we could business host 2 of them. And I said, well, where do they stay? She said, we try to place them with people here in Reno. It just said, wow, that sounds like an opportunity. We can do that. Well over 1,000 people have been through our doors.
The guests are very excited to be able to put their pens from their country or from their location.
We had 2 boys from Iraq staying with us, a Shia and the other guy was a Kurd, who are not, they're not enemies, they're close to it. And they shared that room for the time they were with us, and they became friends. That's why this program is so special. You see people get together, you realize, as Nancy always says, we're all more alike than not.
I think I counted them up. I've probably talked to over 150 people from across the globe about American elections and democracy. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I first started working with NNIC in 2004. I was the Vice President of Public Affairs for Planned Parenthood. Her staff at the time reached out to me to see if I would be what we call a resource for the cultural exchange folks. So every summer I would meet with whomever they had come to learn about American politics, American electoral systems. The board role as president, our job is to tell the story of the organization. I know a lot of people don't understand, why would you invest in diplomacy? Let's focus on Americans. Karina's philosophy is that if we just talk to other people, we see that we are other people. We see the humanity in each of us, which is the whole point for NNIC.
My name is Todd Feltz. I am a teaching associate professor and distinguished outreach faculty here at the Reynolds School of Journalism.
I have seen hundreds of international visitors who have come into the journalism school, special conversations with people from all over the world who have come here to learn often about what it means to enjoy the First Amendment, what it means to act in the world and not on the world. And that kind of fits so nicely with journalism.
I am so glad that we have had this thriving partnership with NNIC all these years. Since I've been here, I've seen the internationalization of our school. The fact that these young people come here with an open mind and an open heart kind of underlines this idea that no matter where you go in the world, we're all very much the same. We all have similar concerns, the same dreams, the same excitement about learning. It really changes the future for our relationships with countries all around the world.
My name is Annie Allen. I am the director for the Immigration Legal Services program here at Catholic Charities of Northern Nevada. The Immigration Legal Services started as a program within Catholic Charities back in 2006. So we will be hitting 18 years of providing immigration legal services. When the Northern Nevada International Center started doing their refugee resettlement program, I connected with Karina, with Dr. Black, and discussed different ways that we could help support the refugee community and their legal needs as they advanced in their time here in the United States. We've also partnered with NNIC with their Afghan arrivals, their parolees, with filing applications for asylum or temporary protected status. Another exciting thing that we've done is helped clients, now that they're hitting 5 years as refugees, we can help them apply for citizenship, achieve their dream of becoming U.S. citizens. It's really been such a joy to work with NNIC, and to see how that collaboration and that teamwork has grown over the years has been really, really amazing. So I'm really honored to be a part of what she has built.
USAC and NNIC have been strong partners for over 25 years due to our common and often intersecting interests in all things international. Both organizations work to increase opportunities in international education, partnerships, community support, and respectful collaboration across borders. Expanding our collaboration efforts and working more closely than ever, we continue to share events, office space, and the overarching goal to improve and add to the international efforts of the community. We both aim to educate, inform, support, and familiarize the public with the immense value of international relationships and to open people's eyes to the possibilities. We're slowly changing and improving the world one person and one project at a time, and have no plans to stop. While we both consider Reno our home base, the combined reach of USAC and NNIC go far beyond Reno. In fact, it stretches across the world.